Hey guys, just making one of my video requests was to do more survival kits with things lying around the house. So therefore that's what I'm doing. This one is just a simple Altoids survival kit, Ranger band. And a quick thing, any Altoids tin, if you drop it, it's going to open unless you have something like this to help keep it shut. But this is unnecessary if you take a piece of electrical tape and you put it around the corner. This will cause enough friction so that if you drop this, it does not open. Alright? So that being said, let's go over the contents. On the lid here, I have some cotton. Okay, that's just kept on the lid here with a few pieces of Gorilla Tape and orange duct tape. Okay. I keep a spare striker, okay, to my fire still on here. Now, if any fire still that you buy, this one happened to be Codlin's, has these serrated marks on it, don't use it because it creates uneven wear when you strike it. So what I tend to do, if it has that, is I make a V like this, and then put the fire still in between, and then strike. So it's like that. Alright? Anyways, in here, I have a little bit of thread, and this just comes with clothing. So there's a bit of thread there just to make minor repairs. I have a spare Ranger band. A little pair of tweezers out of cheap Victorinox. I have a few paper matches, which aren't the best, but they'll do. I have a few ibuprofen tablets. Condom. Some small safety pins, variety of sizes. Fishing line, wrapped around a credit card I just cut. For my pellet gun, which I normally have with me in the woods. If I'm just going on a light scout, this is what I take rather than one of my bigger survival kits. And in here I just have 25 spare rounds for my gun. I have some small fishing weights and hooks in here. It just gives me an adequate fishing kit just to get my line in the water. Real basic, but you know, I have caught fish with basic equipment like this in the past with the improvised fishing pole. A little bit of wire. Some Adventure Medical kits, survival instructions, which I just printed offline from peak2survival.com. She did a video and made it into a PDF. All I did was print it, cut it out, and boom. So there you go. A little toothpick, just, you know, I have braces, so this comes in handy. Just a little cleaning towelette to use for basic, real minor first aid. 2 antiseptic band-aids to follow that. Piece of paper to write with if necessary. This is a 4-gallon trash bag, which I can use to make this kit waterproof or water resistant. I can use it to carry water as well as purify water. Use it to wrap around plants and collect water from them. Okay, so many uses with that. In here, I have razor blades in here, and I just keep them in here, okay, just to help protect myself when, in the case I do need to use them. Little signal mirror here with the protective cover on it, and 2 good sewing needles right there. That is this entire kit. Okay, empty except for those needles I just put back in there. The Ranger band that went around it. There you go. That is a pretty basic little kit in which you can make easily. Again, this was just stuff lying around the house, and you know, eventually when you know you get real serious into backpacking, camping, eventually you'll just have a bunch of this kind of stuff all over your house, such as I. But a lot of the stuff is household items as well. So, nothing too special about any of this. You just have to be creative when coming up with these little survival kits, seeing what you can fit in there, and sometimes you are going to have to repack it a few times just to get everything to fit in there easily without a problem. So if you don't get it the first time, just try and repack it and see if you get it the next time. But it will take a few tries, trust me. So there you go. That is my little pocket survival kit, in which you can just take to the office, the car, just have it in your pocket, your backpack, at any time. So there you go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.